The Community Land Trust Habert in the Amsterdamse Bijlmer is the first community land trust in the Netherlands. The Community Land Trust model is a way to build long-term, affordable housing and to ward off real estate speculation. For the past 2 years, I've been following the CLT Habert as they set up their first housing co-op for about 50 neighborhood residents. During the initiation of a commons, these groups must make many critical decisions, for instance, allocation procedures, or in this case, the design of the actual house.
We are all individuals and we have different preferences and different needs. But since we're talking about a communal setting, then we're going to have to find a way to make compromises if we're going to live together and to use certain things together.
I've been observing how decisions are made, using which decision-making platforms and tools, and if the design of these tools speak to the local needs and values of the group. This led me to delve into the affordances of a procedure called quadratic voting. In a quadratic vote, individuals are allocated votes to express the degree of their preferences rather than just the direction. I designed a prototype so that we could test it with members of the housing co-op. Workshop participants received 99 credits each, which could be allocated across 10 different issues on the ballot.
I'm going to put some weight on some other issues.
Yeah, that's totally up to you.
I think I had to use up all my points. Where do I put this? Eventually, after I added it to the kitchen, I think it boosted the number there. So if I don't utilize it, then it will just be a waste. We have a private kitchen, and then there's another general one whereby maybe once in a while all of us will say we want to eat something, and we tell you to cook it for us.
Yeah. I don't know why many people objected because it's a very good thing.
Yes.
Like you were saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Once in a while, as a community,
we come out and
go down,
share.
we come down, we share.
Yes.
Maybe after we harvested something from the
garden. We ask Auntie Helen to make what kind.
The voting round results not only in a ranking of the issues with the most votes, but an extremely detailed assemblage of data.
The most polarizing issue was opening the ground floor to the immediate surrounding community. I knew this would be a controversial issue.
Unless we say, okay, yes, only us in one co-op, we are the community, we don't have no business with other people outside of our community. And I don't think that really will give us the full benefits of being community. We become a bit isolated because we want to protect our territory.
And maybe we have a place where it is purposely for playing purposes, playing in the ground floor. Then we have to think through how can it be shared by the other people coming from the other side. So it also depends on how the place is designed.
The voting tool led to livelier discussions than before. But at the same time, this also raises the question if multiple voting rounds are necessary before initiating a binding vote.
An advantage to us is that we can now zoom in into where we think these are places where we are going, where we might encounter possible frictions. And the earlier we bring it to the table and ask questions,